What's up, traders? What's up, tycoons? Super excited for today's video. We got to talk about DWAC, okay? There's some big news happening with DWAC. It's on a lot of people's radars over this weekend, and we're going to see what the potential is for Monday in the upcoming week for trading. So be sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. As always, the content provided on this channel is for informational and educational purposes only and is not intended to be relied upon as legal, financial, or investment advice. So please be sure to read through the full disclaimer. We are going to break down the chart today and really go over some of the key levels that I'm watching and why we could potentially see a 31% rally in DWAC. Okay, we're going to break all of that down. But first, I do want to mention to you guys, I put out a free newsletter. Okay, I'm sending out those newsletters every single week, multiple times a week. And if you guys are fans of free good information and also free trade ideas and setups inside of these newsletters, I'm also including different trade ideas and different trade setups that I'm looking at currently in the market. You can subscribe to that using the link in the description or in one of the comments down below. Now, here's the news. Digital World Acquisition, Trump Media, and Technology Group agreed to extend the deal completion deadline. This is big news for them, all right? They agreed to extend the deadline to complete their pending merger. And now the big important date is December 31st, right? It was previously September 8th, and now they have extended it to December 31st. So big news right there. The stock reacted very positively to that. And now that it's got a catalyst behind it, is there potential for a short squeeze, or is there potential for retail and perhaps institutions as well to step in and try to play off of this momentum? So here we are on TradingView, and there's a few levels that I'm looking at. Now, this over here, this is what's known as the volume profile. And, most people are familiar with volume by time, and these are the volume bars that typically show at the bottom of the screen here. But the volume profile actually shows you volume by price. And this is pretty significant, okay? This is very important because it can show you the point of control, and basically these put in walls here. Okay, these tend to act as walls of resistance, walls of support, and so you can see we have this little overhead supply here just above $26, right? If we break out past $26, there's no volume by price in this range. So what does that mean? That means that price action is going to move very quickly through these areas to establish a new area of high volume, right? And that's where price action is going to be drawn towards. Now, we're pretty far from $26 at the moment, so maybe that's not the most relevant, but I just kind of wanted to go over that with you guys, so that way you can see, right? And you see the largest volume node right here. You see we consolidated around this area for a very long time. There's lots of buyers, lots of sellers within this area here. And price action was just trapped there ultimately. And then, you see the huge gap up, right? And we gapped right over this area here, just under $16, and really just exploded up in price. Now, let's dive a little bit deeper into it, okay? Just wanted to establish what it was that we were looking at there. Now, we do have a top over here at $29.84. All right. If we go on some insane mega rally and get through this supply zone and break out past 28.18, 29.84 is going to be the level to watch. Now, let's actually zoom in a little bit and go, look at some of the closer price targets that we have and some of the closer levels that it is that we're looking at. And you can see I have these levels all in through here. And what these are your Fibonacci retracement levels, right? So we have the 764, we have the 618, we have the 50%, and we have the 38.2. Now, the reason that I'm kind of targeting this 61.8% retracement level is because this is where price action really is drawn towards. And this is where a lot of people's attentions tends to gravitate, right? So, if we're able to get some momentum here and we can break through these highs, okay, basically $17, we have $18.99. All right, that's going to be our first price target. Then we have $20.30, and then we have $21.61. If we can flip $21.61, all right, to support from resistance, that's when we have a really good chance of targeting this overhead supply zone. We just need to get past and get through 23.22. That's basically going to be our last line in the sand there. So look for the price action. We could say that there's a little bit of a trend line right here, right? So, essentially we look to see, can we break out past this trend line and get a larger move to the upside, right? Something like this, boom, boom. All right, targeting that 18.99 area. If we are able to do that, then, as I mentioned, 2030 and 2161, those are going to be the key levels to pay attention to. All right. Now, these blue boxes on the chart, these are what's known as gaps. So you can see there was a gap in between these two candles and this gap filled. Right. The reason I have these is because these gaps tend to fill about 90% of the time. And you can take a look, when DWAC rallied on this initial day, I dropped a video and I said, hey, until we get past this level here of 1519, there's a really strong chance that we could come down and fill this gap, right? And that's what we did, right? You see, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, 7 trading days, all heading downwards, trying to fill that gap, but we weren't able to fill it all the way. We weren't able to fill it completely. And same thing, on this insane candle day as well, I dropped another video saying, hey, all right, we had a huge day, but be mindful of the gap down. It's very possible we could come down and try to fill this gap and price action be drawn towards there. And look at what we did. Came down, and just like this one where we weren't able to fill the gap completely, we also weren't able to fill this gap completely either. But it was nice and useful because you could have avoided a lot of pain. What I really like the most about this is this particular part right here. So notice how we weren't able to flip this area to resistance, right? 1519, see, it was resistance over here. We actually came down and flipped it to support. Now, the untrained eye may not agree with that, but really what you're seeing here is you're seeing a failed breakdown, okay, of the bears. So bears actually weren't able to keep price action below there with that long wick candle. And then you see here, we actually open and close below it. But as soon as we do that, what do? We gap up, right? We gapped up right here. So, that looks very good to me. All right. Bulls are definitely defending that 1519 area right here. And it's definitely a strong level of support we definitely need to hold. Now, we do need to be mindful, okay, because we have created a very small gap down back to that 1519 level. So, if there's no momentum from the catalyst, it's very possible we come back down and tag that 1519 level. We need to hold above there. Okay, that was prior resistance over here. All right, and it's turning into new support now. If we come back down, we really need to hold that support level, and that's when we have the chance of rallying and hitting some of our bullish price targets to the upside. So you definitely want to be mindful of that. That's everything that I'm looking at when it comes to DWAC. Definitely keep this one on your radar. Okay, it's got a lot of people's attention right now, and I think that you should keep an eye out. Okay, so smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to check out the free newsletter. You guys can sign up very quickly and easily using the link in the description or the comment section down below.